All right, so if there's a box sitting on a ramp on the surface of the earth, then there's going to be a downward force on it that's going to be equal to its weight. So this force here we'll call F sub g, and that's the vector weight. But when we solve problems with a box on a ramp, often it's useful to tilt our coordinate axes so that one of the directions points along the surface of the ramp, and therefore the sum of forces in y would be 0. And that then makes for our problem solving a little bit easier. Now, one thing that's complex about that is that the weight will have a component along the x direction and a component along the y direction. So commonly, but not always, you're given the angle of the ramp relative to the ground. Note that if you're given this angle, then that's going to change how the components work out. All right, so what I'm going to do now is basically just draw out the triangles that you use in order to get those components, and show some of the geometry that you use to identify which side is cosine and which side is sine. All right, so we see here that there'll be a component of the weight that's parallel to the ramp and a component that's perpendicular. So I'm going to then draw in these components. So I have the component that's going to be perpendicular to the ramp along my y direction, and then I'm going to have a component of my weight that's going to be parallel to the ramp. That's going to be, in this case, in the negative x direction. So this part here I would call FGY, and this one would be FGX. And they make a right angle with each other, as they always will for the components. So now we have a right triangle that we can use to identify which component uses sine and which uses cosine, if we can figure out what one of these angles are. So there's a variety of ways to do this. One way to do this would be to just imagine what happens if this angle gets smaller. What would happen to these triangles? And so as this angle gets smaller, what you should see is that that makes this angle here also get smaller. And so what we can tell is that then this angle will be identical to this one. When this one goes to 0, this one also goes to 0, because the box will be flat. So I can label it as theta. If that explanation was not enough, and you want to look at it from the actual geometry perspective, then we can do that. To do that, what we're going to do is look at this diagram again. So I'm going to draw my surface of my ramp, and then I'll draw it relative to the ground, having an angle of theta. And now I'm just going to move my weight vector down a little bit to help us with the geometry. So I have a vertical line coming down like this that's going to represent the weight F sub g. And the triangle I'm trying to draw has a component here that's perpendicular to the ramp. So this is perpendicular to the ramp right here. And then a component that's going to be parallel to the ramp. And these make right angles with each other. This was FGX, and this was FGY. Note that they're both in our negative direction, given our coordinate axes of x and y. Okay, so if we look at this, then if this is theta, we also have a right triangle in this region. And that right triangle there is going to let us know that this angle must be 90 minus theta. So that angle of this triangle is 90 minus theta. And then if this is a right angle, that means this here is also a right angle. So if this is 90 minus theta, that means that this must be theta. And we come to the same conclusion that we did by trying to visualize the situation. So what that allows us to do now is to say that the component FGY is going to be equal to the side that is adjacent to this angle. So what that tells us is that then we have to use cosine of theta. So I'm going to just write in the magnitudes now so that you don't get confused by the negative signs, since that might depend on your coordinate axes that you choose. So FGY would be equal to the magnitude of FG times the cosine of theta, if theta is the angle from the ground. FGX is going to be equal to the magnitude of FG times the sine of theta, because that's the component that's opposite of theta in the triangle. So that concludes the overview of how these components have been determined given the angle of the ramp. If you have any questions, as always, please contact me.